Okay, what is up, YouTube? Today we have another PowerPoint presentation and another video for you guys to watch. Today's topic is going to be about ranked mode in video games. So I prepare the PowerPoint presentation similar to what I did about the most toxic games like I've played before. I don't know, I kind of just felt like a PowerPoint presentation was like fine for this. I would say this one's a bit cooler. And we'll have different timestamps for the different things I'm going to be discussing. Oh, shoot, my bad. There we go. So what we will be discussing, we're going to be talking about the different views of ranked mode. Like how different, like people view ranked mode differently than everyone else. Like no one views it like the same way. Just like how certain things, like everyone has different views on it. We're going to be talking about team games versus 1v1 games in ranked, because I believe they are a bit different. We're going to be talking about different systems of rank, so pretty much the different types of ranked modes in different video games, because there could be like a ranked mode in video games and it might be different in another video game. And we're going to be talking about ranked anxiety. Ranked anxiety. I think that one's a pretty important one. If you'd like to skip to that one, like I said, we'll have timestamps for these 4 different parts. I will say if you're going to go to the part about ranked anxiety, it would be good to at least like skim through different views of ranked and team games versus 1v1 games, depending on like what gives you anxiety about ranked. And I'm just there to like talk about ranked anxiety. I'm not here saying like I'm going to cure your anxiety, because I can't guarantee that. So yeah, once again, we'll have different timestamps for these. Okay, so before we even talk about different views of ranked, what is ranked? Simple way to put it, it's the competitive mode. You have a rating or you have a rank. So a rating could be like a number. You might want it to be a higher number. You might want it to be a lower number. It depends on the type of game. Or you could have a rank like bronze, silver, gold, platinum. Platinum's usually the best there. Then there's like diamond. Then there's things like grandmaster, or in league like challenger. Every game like has different names. Some fighting games like Dragon Ball Fighters, Tekken, they have their own names. Like Tekken, the highest rank is Tekken God. I think there's like Tekken God Omega now too. So pretty much in ranked mode, like you'll have those ratings or ranks, and usually when you're playing, something is on the line. So if you lose, you know, like your rank could go down. If you win, your rank could go up. That's pretty much ranked mode. And then like the unranked mode is usually like you could usually play like the same game, but you don't have to worry about a rating. In my personal opinion, good ranked has fair matches. And what I mean by that is it's usually like balanced, or you're going against someone of similar skill levels. So in team games, like in matchmaking, you usually have to hope like you're going against like people around the same skill level as you. Usually you hope it's like fair, like it's balanced. A lot of times people will go into ranked mode because they want to fight against people of similar skill levels. Instead of like just fighting anyone in unranked mode. But even in unranked mode, you could have like, there's usually like a hidden MMR, and that's like a whole nother topic. Some people don't like skill-based matchmaking in unranked mode. I think it depends on the type of game. Sometimes I think it's fine when there's no skill-based matchmaking, but some other times, even in like unranked mode, I think it's okay to like have some like MMR in there and like matchmake to still like similar skill levels. So everyone can view rank differently. I would say going into ranked games, ideally everyone's still trying to win. So even though you view rank differently, I would hope that everyone is going into a match, you're still trying to get the win. No matter like however you view it, you want to go in there, get a win, or like try your best to win. I will say some people view ranked as their normals. They may only play ranked for the most part. So for example, in a game like Valorant or even League of Legends, there are normal modes or unrated modes. Then there's ranked mode. Some people only play ranked mode. They may just never touch unrated or normals, and they'll just always go into ranked mode and just like, yeah, I'm cool with it. And you see in this picture, the gamer lean, they're going to be not leaning. Sometimes. Like, what I'm trying to say is, like, they'll treat it as their normals. Like, they don't really see it like that big of a deal. Like, to them, it's still the same game. Now they just have like they still have like a rank or rating on the line. Others, though, may take it more seriously. So you could treat your casual mode, like way different than like ranked mode. So a casual mode, you might be like, oh, this is for me messing around with my friends, and ranked mode is like, you got to try hard. You got to like try super hard, right? And like I said, ideally everyone's still trying to win, but some people might play ranked and they might not try as hard. They might still like mess around themselves. And I'm not here to say like which is the way to view ranked. I think you could view rank like either way. Like I said, as long as you're still trying to win, I don't think you have to be like super duper try hard, but at the same time, you shouldn't be mad if anyone's like super try hard. Like, if they want to win, there's nothing wrong with like wanting to win, right? Some people got mad before in Fall Guys. Like, there wasn't really a ranked mode, but some people were like, whoa, people are trying so hard. Like, no, that's part of the game. You want to win, right? So I think it's totally okay whether or not like you view it as your normals and you only play ranked, or if you take it a bit more seriously. So like when you're playing ranked, you like really want to win. Whether or not you're doing the gamer lane or not, as long as you're trying to win, I think that's totally fine. But it's just like important to note, not everyone sees the game or sees the mode the same way as you do. So not everyone thinks like you. You just have to remember that. Once again, ideally everyone is trying to win. How many times do I have to say that? Like, ideally everyone's still trying to win. If someone is throwing, all right, that's where like, you know, things are. That's where you can actually get mad at like someone else's like mindset, in my opinion. Like, okay, this guy's throwing. Yeah, you could be mad at them. That's totally okay. They're a thrower. They're probably like trying just like mess with everyone. So that just sucks. At the same time, some people care about their rating more than others. For some people, you could go into rank and you might not even care if you climb or not. You might just want like the similar skill level matches, but you don't really care if you like, you probably do want to win, but you don't really care if you lose like as much as others. Some people are just like, man, no, I gotta win, I gotta climb, I gotta like do my best, like gotta play hard, and that's totally fine too. Like I said, as long as you tell your team like, look, I'm gonna try to win, I'm not throwing, I think that's fine. I don't think everyone has to like sweat, right? I don't think everyone has to be like super sweaty into the game, but I also don't think there's anything wrong with being super sweaty. Like, it's, you know, for some people, you know, rank is just like another fun mode for them and they like being competitive. Okay, so team games versus one games. So ranked is a bit different in team games versus one games. So like team games, Valorant, League of Legends, Overwatch, etc. One games, fighting games, Pokemon, chess. You know, like there's differences with these games and like different things you could get mad at, different things to like focus on, and that's pretty much what we're going to be discussing here. So team games, pre-made versus solo queue. Pretty much in team games, like one big difference is the fact that, and let's say like Valorant, right? Let's say you and your friends are all gold. You guys, if you have like 5 friends, you guys could all pair up together and play ranked together. You could go ahead and like play ranked, and you could still play a ranked with your friends, and like you have your own party of 5. Ideally, you're also going against another party of 5 because you probably have a better job or a better like, you're a lot better at communicating. Hopefully if you're playing with your friends, you're a lot better at communicating with each other. Or you could solo queue or duo queue, or just like not completely like 5 stack. In League of Legends, they actually have a different ranked mode. So there's solo duo queue, and then there's like flex where you can have more than 2 people. So in solo queue, things get a bit different, right? Matchmaking can be a gamble. you not only have to focus on how well you're going to do, you also have to focus on like working with your teammates. Sometimes things go well, sometimes things don't, right? Like in school, sometimes you have to do group projects, and you may like group projects, you may not like group projects. It depends on your group, to be honest. So, you know, it could be a gamble. That's something you have to worry about team games. And when this happens in team games, you can do your best and you could still lose. You could play real hard. You might carry your team, but you could still lose because it's a team game. So even if you do good, if everyone else does bad on your team, you know, that's a thing you have to like think about. So that's why some people say it gets kind of hard to climb in solo queue. Sometimes it's a lot easier to climb ranks when you're playing with your friends. You know, it depends. I will say that though solo queue can hurt your climb because maybe you're just unlucky and you don't get the best teams, if you're really better than whatever skill level like you say you are, you'll eventually get there. At the same time, even though you can do your best and still lose, you can do your worst and still win. You could have a really bad game and maybe you're just going to get carried. It happens. I remember playing League once, and I usually don't play ranked games too often, but one time I was, and I was doing a pretty good job, and I was losing a lot of my games. And the games where I did win, I wasn't doing that great of a job in my opinion. So having those games back to back kind of sucked. Like as much as I enjoy getting a win, like that pretty much meant like anytime I did well, we lost, and anytime I did bad, we won. But then I wouldn't even be happy about the win because I did bad. So it happens. It's gonna happen. But you know, that's just part of the game. Once again, like when you play team games, you could like think about getting the win, but you could also think about like just how well did you do. It depends on like what you're looking at. Are you looking to improve or are you looking to win? And in team games, there's the blame game. So this is why a lot of people don't like rank in team games, because some people care about their rank so much. You know, some people start to get toxic at each other. They start blaming the bottom frag. They start saying, hey man, this is all your fault. It's not my fault. You know, so ranked mode could get kind of toxic in certain games because a lot of people start blaming each other. Now in 1 versus 1 games, it's all on you. You don't got teammates. Where are you going to blame? The lag? LOL. Sometimes that's the thing in fighting games though. Sometimes maybe your opponent's just laggy. Maybe you're laggy. So maybe you could just blame the lag and feel like that's the reason I lost. Or you could be blaming yourself. Here in 1 versus 1 games, you could actually like take some time and just be like, all right, we gotta focus on like what I did wrong. I don't have teammates to blame. The funny thing is though, going back to this, technically in a 1 versus 1 game, you could still do your best and still lose because maybe your opponent also did their best and their best was just better, right? So you could technically still do your best and still lose. You could also do your worst and still win. So this is me in chess. I could have a really bad chess game. But if my opponent blunders even more than me, yo, I could still win. So it's funny, like I don't really apply this concept of you can do your best and still lose, but as I was making this PowerPoint and ended up like I kind of realized like technically that could still happen. But usually if you're not doing your best, you're most likely going to lose in a 1 versus 1 game. You don't have you don't have teammates to carry you if you're doing bad. Or I mean, you don't have teammates to carry you if you're doing bad. And if you're doing your best, you don't really have teammates to like bring you down. But yeah, so 1 versus 1 games, are they better for ranked mode because it's a lot easier to like check your skill level? You know, it doesn't have to focus on you and your teammates. It just focuses on you. You don't have to worry about the gamble and matchmaking. It's just you versus your opponent, and sometimes your opponent is usually around the same skill level, maybe a little worse, maybe a little better. But is it better? Is 1v1 better ranked mode? Or is ranked mode better for 1v1s? That depends on you. Some people actually don't like playing 1v1 games like fighting games because all the blame is on you. They don't want to blame themselves. They want to find someone to blame. And I think that's just a bad mindset. But the cool thing is, in 1v1 games, when you lose, you really do get to focus on yourself. If you're the type of person that really likes trying to find ways to get better and you want to see yourself like improve and grind, 1v1 games are nice for ranked because you just get to focus on yourself. You could see the results a bit better. Like, let's say a chess game, it's a lot easier to see like what you did wrong. You don't have to think about like, oh well, I did well, but I can't really tell because maybe my teammate did something bad and then I didn't really get to properly show what I wanted to do. I don't know. Like, at the same time though, like, you know, for ranked modes, if you're a person who likes communicating with people, I guess 1v1 games aren't really for you if you like teamwork and communication, and that's the part that's like the skill you're focused on. So it really depends, like, and it also depends on what you say is better. But yeah, so while I didn't put it here, I didn't make a slide for it, but while there's team games and 1v1 games, there's technically also like you versus yourself games. So if you're like speedrunning or playing a game where you want to get the high score, there's games like that as well, and I kind of feel like they go a bit closer to 1v1 games because you're still looking more at yourself. Technically though, in speedruns you could like race someone in a speedrun, like just start the speedrun at the same time. But like I would say like things over there in that type of like competitive rankings and high scores or like times in speedruns, they probably fall more in the 1v1 category, but like it's just more like one versus you, where you still get to like focus on your own mistakes. Okay, so this is the fun part of the presentation in my opinion. We're gonna look at types of ranked modes. So I prepared a list of different video games and their ranked modes, and we're going to talk about them. I'm going to talk about like what I like about it, what I don't like about it. So yeah, let's get right to it. Valorant. So I'm going to be talking about Valorant as well as some other games, but pretty much we talked about ratings or ranks. This is a good example of ranks. So there's Iron, Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Diamond, Immortal, and Radiant. It used to be called Valorant. And in these ranks, there's like, I don't know the proper word, but like let's say like sub ranks. Iron 1 is the lowest rank. If you are the best Iron player, or like, I always like make a joke once you reach 3 for whatever thing, but let's say you're Iron 3. You are the best of the Irons. Like Iron 3 is the best here. There's an Immortal 3 here. This is an old picture, but these days, now in whatever patch Valorant is in, there's only one Immortal now. And pretty much how it works is once you get Immortal, if you are a top 500 Immortal in your region, you are Radiant rank. So Radiant is like top 500 in your region now. So, and to become top 500, you just got to keep winning more games in Immortal. But for other people, they don't really have to focus on being like the top Immortal player. If you're Silver 3, you don't really have to focus on being like the top Silver 3 player. You kind of just focus more on trying to become a Gold player. And then like if you're Gold 3, you want to become Plat. If you're trying to climb, of course. So I like ranks like this. I think this ranking system works pretty well for most games. Other things are pretty similar. In League of Legends, it's pretty different. Instead of 1 to 3, it's 4 to 1. So like, let's say Bronze 1 here, right? In League of Legends, it's Bronze 4 and Bronze 1 is the best. So here it's Bronze 3 is the best. So like some things switch it up. CSGO, there's Silver, there's Gold, Nova, like other things will just have different names. Dragon Ball FighterZ has different names. I don't know what the top rank is. Tekken has different names. Their Radiant rank is called Tekken God. I think it's like Tekken God Omega now. I don't know if there's like a top 500 for them or anything. I don't really think so. So like, there's just like a low rank and a high rank, and you just want to like climb these ranks. Pretty standard rank system in my opinion, and I kind of like these ranks. I think like if you want to make a rank system for your game, I think it's totally okay to just go ahead and do like Iron, Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Diamond, and then you know, other people will have different names. Some people will have like masters after diamond, grandmasters, things like that. But yeah, I would say this one's pretty standard and one of my favorites. Okay. Types of rank mode, chess.com. So this is ELO rating. This is very, very low ELO, by the way. I've made chess videos before, a few, and my rating hasn't really changed that much. But pretty much, ELO rating, you win, your rating goes up. You lose, your rating goes down. So if we look at this over here, I think after I won, I became 787, right? And I won another match, and I became a 796. And then I lost a match, and then I lost 10 points, 786. Then I won 794. Pretty like simple. Chess.com does a really good job of like putting you with pretty like similar skill level as well. Like look at this, 794, 789, like 710, 786. A bit like bigger there. The difference isn't that much here. Like, there's a lot of people playing chess too, and like people are playing all around the world. So, you know, there's a lot of people. But like, this, in my opinion, is like really good rank system, rating system. I think it does a good job. You could also have draws in chess. I think if you are the higher rank in the chess match, you will lose if you draw. Like, you'll lose some points. It's only like a few points, like 1 or 2. And if you draw and you're the lower rating, you will gain like 1 or 2 points. I think sometimes it might just be like +0 for both, possibly. Just to like keep in mind, in actual chess, there's other like titles and stuff like Grandmaster. So like any like really good chess player, they'll have titles of like Grandmaster. I'm like nowhere near that, so I'm just more focused here on like just ELO rating itself, and like, you know, you win, your number goes up a bit. So this is a rating system where you want your number to be going up. Okay, types of rank mode, Pokemon Sword and Shield. So Pokemon's weird. Pokemon is a bit different than other ranked games. So you start off here in beginner tier if you just haven't played ranked at all. You're in beginner tier, 0 wins, 0 losses, 0 battles. As you win a match, this bar will be filled. It becomes yellow. So let's say you win, boop, you win again, boop, you win again, boop. And once you fill the bar, you go to the next tier. So 1 to 2. You're still in beginner tier, right? It's really weird. Like, you could have more losses than wins, and sometimes your bar will just like fill up a lot from wins, so you could legit like just rank up even though you're losing more. But pretty much for the most part, you wanna rank up. So beginner is tiers 1 through 3, Pokeball 4 through 6, Great Ball 7 through 9, Ultra Ball 10, and then after Ultra Ball it's Master Ball. The goal is to get Master Ball. And then Master Ball, it becomes different. So this is the max tier. It becomes a rating format. So in chess, I said you want to get a higher number. In Master Ball, in Pokemon, you want to get a lower number. So number 51, almost top 50 in the world, but I was top 51 in the world. That was the highest rating I ever got. A lot of people aim to be number 1. And whatever rating or standing you get here, it really just depends on like how well you did on your way up here, like how many wins, losses, and that will like determine whatever standing you get. In getting into Master Ball, I said you can rank up even though you have more losses than wins, because I think the game rewards you more in these initial tiers from a win. Like, you gain more than you lose. Like, you don't lose that much of the bar, but you usually gain more. So it's really good to go on a streak. I think you start gaining like way more whenever you get streaky, or like you go on like a win streak. But in Master Ball tier, it becomes a bit different, especially at like the very high ranks. Let's say like top 250. If you lose one, No, let's say you win 3. If you lose 1, it might be equivalent to that gain of 3. So, like, things could be different in Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's a really weird format, but for the most part, try to just win your matches, get into Master Ball tier, and then like you see your standing. And if you care about trying to be number 1 or trying to be like top 100 or whatever, like just try to win more games. That's the important part, right? You like go into the match, try your best to win. Yeah, for some people, like they don't even care about their standing here. They might just get into Master Ball and then that's their goal. So it depends. Like I said, a lot of people view rank differently. But yeah, most people, even if you're like casual with Pokemon, I would say a lot of people like to play ranked mode because the casual mode doesn't have restrictions, while ranked mode has restrictions on like rules with Pokemon, like which ones you could bring, not bringing in duplicates and stuff, or legendaries and stuff. So I would say most people who play competitive Pokemon usually just do ranked mode. Okay. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'm just going to say this right now. Technically, this isn't actually ranked mode. There's no ranked mode in Smash Ultimate. In Smash 4, there was a for fun mode online, and there's for glory mode, which is pretty much to say like the, I don't know, like the no items mode. Smash Ultimate is really weird. So this is called Quick Play, and pretty much you get this GSP number. So these are like your ratings, right? And you want your number to be higher. And the numbers always increase as more people play online. So there was a time where 1 million was really good. Now, if you have 1 million GSP, it's probably not that great. Like, you're not really that high up. But while there's no real rank mode in here, some people just kind of treat like Quick Play as the rank mode, or like you just want to get your GSP higher. It's really weird. It's really weird. Because like GSP like fluctuates like a lot, so you never really have the same number, and you might have to like keep track of like, okay, what's a good number, or like what's a high number now. Because there's also no ranked mode or no for fun mode, you could legit play this mode for fun. Like you could play with items, you could be playing a different format than other people, different rules, and you could increase your number. Sometimes you might be playing with a more competitive rule set, and you could still possibly get matched up with someone playing for fun. They've fixed it a little bit now, where you will most likely go against people with similar rule sets as you, but sometimes, you know, it will happen. Like you might just go against someone with a different rule set. There's also like no ranks here. It's just rating or your GSP. And after a certain amount of GSP, you will reach Elite Smash, which is for me, this is like a picture of my character select screen. So like all the characters that are like brighter here, they are in Elite Smash. So that means I got their GSP to be higher, or to be past a certain threshold to be in Elite Smash, which is like, I guess like better players, right? I really don't like this ranking system. Like I said, it's not actually, and it's not an actual rank mode. You know, some people treat it like more competitively. Some people like don't really care. Like I don't like the system. I'm cool with it being there, but I would be happy if Smash Ultimate could get something like this. You know, like Tekken, like Valorant. Like I think it would be so much cooler, and I'd be way more willing to play. I think this does do a good job, for the most part, for whatever character you play, putting you up against someone of similar skill level with whatever character they're playing. But I don't really like, I just feel like you could do so much more. Like a lot of people want changes with online, whether that be like netcode, but I also just want like different features in online. It's just not really their focus. For the most part, I will say like I said, you get a lot of like similar skill level matches, so I think that's still good. But I don't like the idea of Elite Smash. They changed it at some patch, but the fact that, let's say, like, you just got into Elite Smash, right? You're like just a little bit above the threshold of GSP, and or like you're just a bit under the threshold of GSP. I think it kind of sucks that you can't fight people. Like, if you're under Elite Smash threshold, it's kind of sucks you can't fight someone who just got into Elite Smash, like, right over. Just imagine, like, the Elite Smash threshold being, like, saying you became Plat 1 in Valorant, right? It sucks that a Gold 3 player can't fight a Plat 1 player in Smash Ultimate. I think that just, like, sucks. For some people, that doesn't really matter. You might be so good. There's a lot of top players, like, all their characters are in Elite Smash anyway. They're at, like, the very high ranks of Elite Smash. So, like, for me, I'm just kind of saying, like, kind of sucks. Like, I still wish you could kind of, like, fight people, like, just of similar skill level. Which is why I don't really like Elite Smash too much. Just because it's like, oh, you can't rematch. Like, if you get into Elite Smash, right? You can't rematch the person you were just fighting anymore. Or if you just got kicked out of Elite Smash, you can't rematch the person you were just fighting. Like, it just kind of sucks. That kind of just blows, in my opinion. So it's not the end of the world, though. Like you could just play someone else. A lot of people just one and done anyway. Not everyone rematches. And that's okay. You know, some people like treat the game differently. Maybe they're busy. Maybe they didn't like you. Maybe you're laggy. But like, for the most part, like, you could still find decent matches here. But other people just play in battle arenas if they would like to really play competitively or practice. But yeah, it's just kind of weird. Like, the number is also kind of weird. And also, like, how much you gain. Like, in lower like level of Smash, like, you can gain a lot of GSP. Like, it could be like thousands or like hundreds and thousands and stuff, right? So let's say, looking at this right now, I think Elite Smash is like 8.5. Like, you could be gaining like 100,000 or 200,000 after a win. For characters like, let's say, my Pokemon trainer or Bowser, I could be gaining like 1,000 or 2,000. For like some top players who are really high up there, they barely get anything if they win. And if they lose so much. So it's just really weird. Like, some people will be like, man, I lost this much, I gained this much. It's like, it's just a weird system. In my opinion, I say, if you feel like you're getting fair matches, you know, or you're having like, yeah, if you're just having good matches, you know, I think it's fine. But I don't know, this like system is just weird in my opinion. All right, let's just like stop talking about this and let's talk about Guilty Gear Strive Beta. So this is a weird type of ranked mode. It actually does answer some of the things I don't like about the Smash Ultimate like quick play. But Guilty Gear Strive Beta, I'm saying beta because we don't know if this will actually be in the final release version of the game. I feel like it probably would be, but they have a floor system. So in the beta, the highest floor I got, like the badge I got, was the 8th floor. So in this system, if I'm an 8th floor person, I am not allowed to go to floors 7 through 1. I'm only allowed to go to floors 8 through 10. And those are the only places I'm allowed to fight. So that's like my rank. Like, I'm an 8th floor person, I could fight all the 8th floors. But I'm also allowed to climb up and go against people of 9th floor. So I think that's really cool. Like I said, in Smash, if you get kicked out of Elite Smash, it kind of sucks. You can't rematch. But let's say I'm in 9th floor and I lose, I get kicked out, and I go back to 8th floor. If I want to rematch that 9th floor guy, I could still go up there. Like, as long as they're still there and they're willing to rematch. So, you know, that's something that's cool about this. At the same time, it stops people, like maybe you're a 10th floor guy. It stops you from trying to bully a 1st floor guy, right? Like, you can't do that. So it's a weird system. At the same time, the casual mode here is the park. If you just want to fight anyone of any skill level, or you want to fight your friends. It's not shown here because I never got there, but after the 10th floor is called the Heaven floor or the Celestial floor. And fun fact, the background of this PowerPoint, it's actually called Celestial. So I thought that was pretty cool. But pretty much the Celestial floor, the 11th floor, it's like this extra floor, but to stay in that floor, you have to win these super hard promos. You have to win 5 out of 6 matches to stay in Celestial floor. So pretty much if you get 2 losses before you get 5 wins, you will be moved back to 10th floor, then you have to make your way back up to Celestial floor. But once you win 5 out of 6 matches in Celestial floor, you will be in this Heaven floor with the really, really good people. So this feels like a proper Elite Smash, like a proper VIP area of the best of the best. Not just like some threshold somewhere. Elite Smash isn't really in the middle, but it's like, it's just not like some threshold there where you could just get in, get out. There's like this like actual super hard harder to get into VIP section in Guilty Gear Strive Beta. And once you're there, once you get the VIP and you won't get kicked out of Celestial floor, you could still go to 10th floor. You could fight people in 10th floor, you could fight people in Celestial floor. There was like a ranking mode, like how many wins you get in Celestial floor as a VIP. So that's like the new ranked mode. That's like your top 100, 500, whatever. Probably 100. I don't think there was like 500 people up there. But yeah, like that's like your new rank, and your other job is to gatekeep other people from getting VIP. So that's the ranking of Guilty Gear Strive Beta. It's weird, but I kind of like it. The lobby system still sucks, so hopefully that's better. But it's cool. It kind of answers some things of that I don't like about Smash Ultimate. But once again, Smash Ultimate is in actual ranked mode. It's just there to try and give you like similar skill level matches, which I think it does a good job. I thought things were pretty good here for similar skill level matches. Pokemon's weird. Pokemon's a weird game, but I would say for the most part, you should be at whatever skill level you are. Chess, I think, does a really good job, and then I just like this the best. I think Chess just does such a good job, but I like having ranks like Iron, Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Diamond, and so on. I think that does the best. So, that was the fun part, talking about different types of ranked mode. And let's get into ranked anxiety. Excuse me, I'm just drinking some water. I've been talking for a while. So, you're anxious about playing ranked, or your rank itself. You think a lot about your rank. Rank frustrates you. By the way, do you even have to play ranked? Well, these are the things we're going to be talking about here. And once again, I'm not here to cure your ranked anxiety. I would just hope that, I could give you some insight as someone who has, I don't really know if I have ranked anxiety, but I've thought about my rank a lot before in video games. I'll give like my thoughts about it, and we can see like if it means anything to you, or if it speaks to you, or if you can learn from it. Maybe you don't agree with me, and that's fine. If you would like to tell me like, hey, this is why I have rank anxiety, feel free if I don't cover it. But we're going to talk about it because, I would say rank anxiety is there for a lot of people. Okay, so first, thinking about your rank. You're the bronze player in your friend group. Everyone else is okay, not actually. I usually feel like most people are just like plat, and then there's like one person who's bronze, but you never know. Maybe everyone is grandmaster or whatever, but you don't want to be judged, right? You think about your rank, all your friends are like higher ranked than you. You're just like, man, I don't want to be judged. They're going to be like, man, you suck. Like sometimes that happens, right? Who knows? Maybe this never actually happens to you. Maybe you're the best of your friends. So, you want to be a higher rank. First of all, do you deserve to be a higher rank? Like, really, do you deserve to be a higher rank? I want to be a higher rank. I am... What am I in league? I'm like bronze 3 right now. I'm not that great. I want to be a higher rank. That would be cool if I could be silver or gold. That's still not even that high, but like, let's say plat or diamond, right? Do I deserve to be? No. I don't deserve to be that rank. I'm not that great at it. There's a difference in I want to be versus I should be, right? There's a difference in that. I want to be diamond versus I should be diamond. Some people say, "Whoa, I should be diamond, but I'm in elo hell right now, man. You guys are throwing I can't carry any of you. I'll never become diamond like I should be, right?" Then there is a difference of like I want to be diamond. I'm gonna work hard to be diamond. Some people say I want to be diamond. They don't work hard to be diamond. So like, you know, you look at like your rank. You think about so much, but what's important? Getting wins. Do you think about getting wins so much and you get really mad when you get a loss? Or are you thinking about getting better? Maybe you lose, but you had a really good game where your aim was amazing and you feel like you can keep doing a good job of that. Or you learned certain like strategies that you would like to like implement into your like game plan or whatever in your loss, right? Because you could get better and you could still lose a game. Right, in a 1v1 game, a fighting game, maybe you learn, maybe you just like learn something from your match, or you're pulling off a certain combo, you're getting better at pulling off the combo or executing it, but you lost. But hey, look, now you're executing this combo better. That might help in the long run, right? So you want to be a higher rank, but do you deserve to be a higher rank? Are you getting better? What are you focused on? Are you thinking about your rank too much? Are you thinking about being a low rank that it hurts you whenever you lose? You get tilted a bit more easily. Is that what's going on? But first of all, when thinking about your rank, how many people think about your rank? Are your friends waking up in the morning going, "Hey, look at that one guy in our friend group. He's bronze. He or she is bronze. They're bronze." You know, by the way, anyone could play ranked. I don't want to just say he or she, or she, like, you know, I'm gonna say both, like, they be inclusive. But yeah, like, no one's gonna wake up like, my friend's bronze. Like, if they're waking up thinking that friend kind of sucks. Like, I feel like you could start judging them. Sometimes when you're playing a game though, let's say like Valorant, maybe you're the lowest rank on your team. Maybe you're a bronze 3 and everyone else is silver. Sometimes people will judge you and be like, "Yeah, see, you suck. This is why you're bronze." Like, all right, you don't really have to like worry about, or I would say you don't have to care about those kinds of people, right? You see them for the match. You're not going to see them like too many times in your life. Maybe in the next match, maybe you'll be against them and then you'll beat them. But like in reality, how many people think about your rank? Some people, they don't want to have a low rank because, like I said, they don't want to be judged. But some people, like in Smash, maybe your GSP is low or you're not in Elite Smash. Does anyone else really care if you're in Elite Smash or not? I think it's totally okay for you to think about your rank. If you have goals like, I want to reach Elite Smash, I want to reach Diamond, right? I think it's fine to have your own goals that you want to reach. But if you're worried about people judging you, like why? Like, I don't really think that many people are thinking about your rank, your GSP, your rating. It should really be only you thinking about it. And that's okay. Like, it's fine if you're not at your goal right away. Like, but no one else is really thinking about your rank. And if they are, like I said, that's also kind of weird. Like, if they actually like think about your rank all the time, that's kind of weird. Of course, there's a difference in like you're bronze, they're gold, and they can't play rank with you. You know, that's a bit different. But like what I'm saying is like when they think about your rank, as in like they're judging you, making fun of you, treating you in a bad way. Like I don't mean if they're like, "Hey, we can't play because like the game, like you're too low of a rank to play with us." Like that's a bit different, right? Of course, if that's the reason you want to improve, you know, once again, if you want to become a higher rank, you just gotta improve. There's a difference between I want to be versus I should be. So, like, I'm just there to say that. So if you're thinking about your rank too much, don't think about it too much. You know, still improve. Some people say rank isn't important, but you know, there's a difference between iron and gold, right? So if you would like to be higher, you first gotta focus on becoming better before you focus on just getting wins, right? What's the point of getting wins if you're not actually getting better? Because then you're gonna end up deranking anyway. Okay, rank frustrates you. Maybe you have rank anxiety because you're always just frustrated. But why are you frustrated? Is it because you lose? It's okay to be frustrated if you lose. Like, it happens. Like, you want to win. But at the same time, I think some of the best games to play are the games where you have fun when you lose. Okay, you lost, but you could still have fun with the game. I think that's like when you find a really good game. If you could have fun losing, oh my gosh, like, you are very lucky. You are very lucky to be playing whatever you're playing. That by the way, that also like applies to a lot of other things, not just video games, like basketball, soccer, other sports, any other competition, racing. So if you enjoy the competition, even when you lose, like, you found something you really like, it's great. But if you're always frustrated because you lose, like I said, it's frustrating to lose. But if you're only frustrated all the time, like, maybe you don't want to play this game. Are you frustrated because of teammates? So here's the thing. I talked though a bit a while ago about League of Legends rank. I usually don't play rank when I play. I usually just play normals. A big reason is just because people are toxic. Like, it's not even about like my rank or anything. Like, a lot of people are just more toxic there. Don't get me wrong, people could be toxic in normals, but sometimes, like, I just don't want to play rank because way more people are toxic, and it kind of just like ruins the mood. So I'd rather just play normals and just chill. So that might be a thing, but honestly, I don't want to say mute everyone in ranked, but you know, you could keep people unmuted in the beginning, and the moment some people are toxic, you could just always mute teammates. You know, it's not gonna help. If you realize they're not gonna say anything important, that's fine. Just mute right away. You might have to see them say one bad thing, but although it kind of sucks, right? That like loses. Oh shoot, my bad. I hit my mic. Sorry you had to hear that. But yeah, like, kind of just sucks. You lose communication and stuff. But look, if it's just because of teammates, you could always mute them. All right. Some people are mean. Some people say stupid stuff. Just ignore them. I know that doesn't help everyone to say just ignore them, because for some people they can't ignore it, but it's the best advice I could give. You could just like mute people sometimes. But yeah, it happens. Like, I mean, that's just kind of life in general. You meet people. Sometimes you like them, sometimes you don't. But when you meet people online, some people are a lot more mean. They'll be like mean. Without really thinking about it, because they don't think you'll ever see them in real life. Are you frustrated because of bad matchmaking? Okay, so yeah, this is just kind of like a bad game. So if the matchmaking system in a game sucks, like, that's fine to be frustrated. That kind of just sucks. That's kind of just on the developers, right? You want to talk to as a community and be like, hey, your matchmaking system's ass. So I don't know, if you're frustrated about that, that's just like, you gotta just be mad at the game and stuff. That's something where I could say you could blame the game. Is it because the rank system sucks? You know, some rank systems aren't the best. Some are weird, but this is another thing. Maybe the system itself, not just the matchmaking, is just kind of trash. That's fine. So hopefully, if it just sucks, I don't know, I would say just don't play it. That's actually where I would say just don't play it, right? Like, if it's that bad and you're just not having fun with it, maybe just don't play it, or maybe you'll just have to deal with it. It depends on you. I would say don't do the thing that only frustrates you. Once again, you know, you could be frustrated with losses, but that also means you could be really happy with wins. So in competition, you're going to have frustration, but if you're always going to be frustrated whether you win or lose, like, is it really worth it? So it's okay to be frustrated. Like I said, it's totally fine. We have goals we want to reach. So, you know, if you don't reach your goal right away, it's fine. You get it. Or if you do rank, it happens. All right. Just don't be toxic, even to yourself. Don't like hurt. Don't say you suck that much. You could say like, I'm not that great, but don't be like, man, I'm the worst ever. Oh man, I suck. Everyone's gonna judge me. Like, don't be like that to yourself. Don't be toxic to other people either. Don't say they're gonna be the worst or they're horrible. Like, that's not helping anyone. It's fine to be frustrated though. You know, like I said, it's competition. You want to do your best. You want to improve, but so does everyone else. So sometimes you might lose, and you might not even do bad, and that's just because the other person wanted to win just a bit more, right? Not everyone can win. So it's just part of the game. It's part of the game. So, by the way, do you have to play ranked? I don't know. Is it worth it? Is it worth it to play ranked? I like ranked mode in games. But like I said, I don't play League of Legends ranked as much just because, not because I suck, but just because people are toxic. I play it less. Sometimes I don't find it worth it. Sometimes I do find it worth it if I really want to like play a bit more of competitive matches. So, you know. But are you having fun? So like I said, like, once again, League. I could have fun in unrated or casual mode. Like, that gives me enough fun in the game without playing ranked. So that's why I don't play ranked in League. So are you having fun in ranked? Maybe in Valorant. Maybe you hate ranked mode Valorant, but you just enjoy playing the game. You could play unrated. Of course, like, I know some people don't like to play unrated because it's not as competitive. But that's the thing, though, right? Maybe you do have more fun in ranked Valorant because it's more competitive. But if that's the fun part, then you can't let the, like, other frustrating parts, like, take over. You gotta, like, remind yourself that you do enjoy the competitive part, and that's what's making you, like, keep playing, right? You enjoy the competition. Excuse me for a bit. I want to drink some more water. Okay. So, ranked. It's not for everyone. So sometimes you could have rank anxiety, maybe just because it's not for you. Maybe your ranked mode just isn't for you, and that's totally okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, that might just be the answer. I'm not here to say, oh, this is how you could play ranked without anxiety. Sometimes it might just not be for you. You might be someone who just doesn't really like that competition. Or maybe it's just the certain game you don't like that competition, or like you don't like it being too competitive. It's fine. That's totally okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But even though it's not for everyone, it can be for anyone. I'm putting this here because I want to say you can play ranked even if you suck. There's a reason there's the low ranks, right? There's a reason there's iron, there's a reason there's bronze. It's because not everyone's that great. But the cool thing is, even if you're not that great, you could at least be matched up against other people who are also not that great. It's totally fine to play if you suck. One time, I was playing Valorant and I wasn't playing that well, and the guy said, yo, if you suck, why are you playing ranked? So I could find other people around my skill level, that's why. But like, some people would be like, no, you're bad, stop playing. Like, what the heck? You're in the same game as me. That means you must not be like that great. Although that guy was actually doing really well, but look, you got paired in the same game as me, alright? So they're probably like a lot better now, but I'm also a lot better now. So, you know, that's the thing. You don't have to play ranked, but it's fun, in my opinion. If you wanted my honest opinion, like, hey, do you think I should play rank? I would say play it if you can enjoy it. But if there's certain reasons on like why you don't enjoy it, such as like you don't want to be judged, or you're just getting frustrated, or you're thinking about it too much, like we talked about that. You know, the worst thing is you don't reach your goal in all of this, right? If your goal is to be diamond, the worst thing is you don't get diamond. I guess technically the worst thing is you go all the way down to iron, but you know, then you just make a new goal, right? Then you start, like, you could just lower your goal a bit, get back to gold, get back to plat, things like that. Like, make goals for yourself. A big thing about a fun thing about ranked is just seeing yourself improve. And not everyone's going to like rank up, right? Some people will derank. Some people will just stay the same rank. So you gotta put in work to get better. That's just like how it is. So my thoughts about rank anxiety, just to let you know, I think no matter what, don't let it take away the fun of the game, right? Play ranked if you would like. Just still have fun with it. Find the things you enjoy about the game still. Are you enjoying the game? Is there a part of rank that you do like? Like, think about those things. If you like improving, think about that. You're like, I've cared about my own ranks before too, right? I've been like the not as good one in my friend group. Been like the not as high rank person before, but it happened. Like, I'm okay. I'm okay with it now. Like, now I realize no one really cares, right? Before in the Smash Ultimate roster I had, that was, like I said, that was my character select screen. Sometimes I got a bit more frustrated if some of my characters weren't as high, but then I had to realize no one really cares what GSP my characters are, right? When I would stream the game, like, no one really cares if I'm there or not. They would say if I'm good or bad when we play, right? You could just play someone, like, and then if I play well against them, they could be like, hey, you're pretty good. Or if I lose, they could be like, all right, this is your skill level or whatnot. You know, so at the same time, I don't really have to care about what other people think. I should just care more about, like, am I improving or not? So I've learned. That's why I enjoy playing games like Valorant and even League now. When I was younger, CSGO and Overwatch were super toxic. More CSGO. I talked about this in most toxic games, but that's because I cared about my rank a bit more. Overwatch, like, I got kind of chill with it as I played more on PC and stuff, but it happens. And it sucks to lose in ranked, but it's not the end of the world. Like I said, for some people, it's all about improving. So if you could find ways to improve, that might be what you're more focused on. And if you can find it, you could still have a lot of fun. And I think the biggest, most important thing about ranked, well, I don't know if this is the biggest, most important, but it's the last bullet point here, so we're just going to say it's the biggest, most important. Understand your current skill level. A lot of people go into rank differently. Like I said, we view it differently. But same thing for, like, climbing. Some people are like, oh, I'm going to climb. I'm just going to keep climbing, keep getting better. For me personally, I think it's just important to understand your skill level, right? Like, I am Silver 3 in Valorant right now. My highest has been Gold 2 in a previous act. But, like, right now, if I played more Valorant right now, I haven't really been playing as much. I think it'd be totally okay if I was just stuck in Silver 3, because I see that as my skill level. Silver 2 to Gold 1, Silver 2, Silver 3, Gold 1. I would say that's, like, around my skill level right now. As much as I would like to climb. But I feel like I'm not going to be climbing if I'm not thinking about ways to improve. If I just went into every game right now, and I'm not really thinking about improving, but I'm just, like, playing, I'm not going to get mad if I'm Silver 2 or Gold 1. Obviously, I wouldn't get mad if I rank up, but, like, that's just the skill level I see myself at. Or if I just stay Silver 3, like, I'm not going to get mad. That's the skill level I see myself at. Of course, if I start having a mindset of I want to climb, I have to look for ways to improve, and I have to, like, think. Then I would, like, think that my skill level is rising, and that's why I'm, like, improving. But I don't like the idea of, like, my rank is going up, so that means my skill level is going up. I think it should be my skill level is going up, so my rank is going up. At least that's how I see it. So I think it's important to understand your current skill level so you don't really get frustrated about whatever rank you are. Because the moment you understand what level you are, it feels kind of good. Like, you don't really get mad. Like, if I derank, I'm like, well, I still feel like I'm around the skill level anyway, so I'm not too mad, right? I think that's always important. That doesn't mean be mean to yourself. Some people might just be, like, mean and be like, man, I super suck and I'm the worst. Like, you know, some people exaggerate. It's also good to understand, like, you might be a bit better than you realized. Okay, so the final page in this PowerPoint, just thoughts. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's pretty long, but if you just skip to your favorite part, or maybe just had it playing in the background, I think that would be a better way to watch this video. Personally, unless for whatever reason you're taking notes, that'd be kind of cool. No matter what, I hope you enjoyed this video, or hope you enjoyed whichever part you watched. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, especially comment. I say comment mostly because if you have any thoughts about anything I said here, I'd be happy to hear it. And maybe I'll make a follow-up video depend on, like, your comments. If, like, you disagreed about something and I would like to reply. Of course, I could just also reply in the comments myself, but if there was like enough things for me to like talk about getting other people's opinions about ranked, I'd be happy to talk about it as well. But no matter what, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. And see you guys next time. Peace. Also, I thought it was really cool when I put a happy face in PowerPoint. It just made this happy face. I just think that's cool. But yeah. Peace, peace.